What about you play shows around here? As I like to sometimes, well, in a jesting way, make you don't want to get stuck doing the Quebec Triangle. You know, Montreal, Quebec City, Three Rivers. Which I see that happen in a lot of bands, but it's difficult to tour in Canada because we're so damn big.
Well, because there's so much space between the cities.
Exactly, yeah.
In the U.S., you could line up a 60-day tour, and it's all a couple-hour drives from each other.
Yeah, you could stay in the New York area, Jersey, Philadelphia, and do everything there. You know?
So they have way more metropolitan areas. You know?
Yeah.
Here it's like, okay, well, now we got to do the gig and drive 14 hours to the next one.
Yeah.
And then, it's more sporadic. It's harder.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's probably why a lot of people do those bubbles and those.
Sure. Yeah.
It's because it's like, okay, well, we did Montreal, Toronto, like we did the Windsor to Quebec City corridor.
Yeah.
Now we got to drive to Winnipeg.
I've done that drive. It ain't fun.
No. So, and I've done it too.
Yeah.
And it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the reality of the geography. So that's another reason why I say, so I could I'm not saying not to go and travel. We should play those places.
Yeah.
But why, like, if I'm going to do that corridor, why don't I just go from Toronto or Windsor? Why don't I just go into Detroit?
Yeah.
Or why don't I go into Buffalo? Now, there are certain things that go with crossing borders.
There's fees to pay now.
Working papers, visas.
Yeah. It's complicated.
They've gotten more and more complicated and more expensive.
Yeah.
So of course that's a hindrance, right?
Right there.
But if you have the right people working with you, and if your band's doing something right,
they can take care of it.
You'll get the gigs that can either pay for that or get the people and team behind you that can help you with that.
Yeah, absolutely. What about Europe in that sense? Forget the fact. You got to get overseas, but let's say, is it less complicated paperwork wise?
Europe's the promised land.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, with your style of music as well, it's much. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's much more popular than it is here.
It is, and it's also they take care, like they take the arts and music very seriously.
Yeah.
Over there, like it's not like here where it's a little bit of an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like there, it's an extremely serious thing that is very important to their culture, right?
Yeah.
So they pay the musicians well, they treat you well, you get fed well. Like it's like the accommodations are good.
They're good, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't get treated how you do here, where it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So there's many artists and many bands, many friends of mine that are like, oh, we European tour, like now we're gonna do it for real. Plus they've got all those huge festivals every summer. They've got like so many of them in so many countries. It's like there's many bands that just go and do the festival circuit. Like
why not? Yeah,
they don't even bother doing their own gigs. Like they'll go to Europe. They're like, okay, we're doing 25 festivals this summer. Like they'll just go and boom, to all of them, And they're all huge crowds.
Yeah.
And it's festivals tend to pay better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they're care of.
Yeah. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's a good idea. Let's go back to the basics of BornBroken. You play bass. Tell me why you chose bass as a young person. I know your dad plays bass, right? But why the bass? Why not the drums? Why not a guitar? Why,
I think there's enough Marinos playing guitars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair answer.
Yeah. No, it's like, I don't know. I tried starting on guitar, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess. Like, and then I took a bass, I was like, this feels right.
Yeah.
I can't explain it, it just did.
No, you can't, exactly.
It just felt right.
Yeah.
And I just gravitated much more towards that.
Yeah. You're good with that. Now, do you help with the songwriting with BornBroken?
Yes. Yeah. The last album was written pretty much by me and Mike, the singer. I mean, the drummer at the time was working with us too in the arrangements, our ex-drummer. Yeah. But it was me and Mike that wrote that last album.
No, what part of the song do you write? That you focus on melody, lyrics?
Mike is like the riff master.
Yeah.
He comes in with all these different heavy riffs and ideas. I tend to be like the arrangement guy.
Oh, okay.
So, let's do this, cut it forward, make it this many bars, do a pause, do this. It's the song construction. side.
Which is really important.
Yeah, I'll come up with a riff here and there too, and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's main like a lot of the riffs come out of him.
Yeah.
All the like main riff ideas, but then we'll sit down and say, how do we take this collection of riffs and actually make a song?
Yeah.
And that's where I.
Who writes the lyrics?
I would say more him.
Yeah.
I'm not a lyric guy. Never was.
Yeah, but can you help if he's got a line? I got to rhyme it with something. You guys all chip in.
Well, we do the backup vocals, like all the backup parts. Like we'll do them live.
Right.
There's a lot of like group vocals, screaming and like things like that, and different like ask answer type parts.
Oh yeah.
Like things like that, and
yeah.
So we try to nail those things live. You know?